lights only. Green lights only. Green lights only. Green lights only.
Screencast only.
Yo, that intro slaps.
Yo,
Shit,
that was
dog.
the craziest intro.
That intro goes
go.
hard as fuck. That intro really does slap though. It goes hard.
I'd like to say we have a beautiful guest today, Mr. Hazy to the Made. This man is a Kelowna hip hop artist that's been doing his thing for a hot minute in our city and all over. Man, you've been touring, you've been doing all sorts of dope shit. Hey,
what up?
Tell me a little bit about it.
A lot of shit. I've been busy.
Yeah, doggy.
Me and Strain been all over. We got a new album coming out, 25 tracks.
Whoa, that's huge.
Fucking huge, bro. You and Strain?
What was your last album? How
fire.
many tracks was your last album?
We did 10, but we had another 10 sitting in the vault, but we kind of like scrapped some, switched some around, but now we got another 25.
25? And you're going to do 25 tracks?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's a heater. That's a lot of tracks.
Yeah.
I'm about that. I like to put big bodies of work out like that.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do another one similar to that, to like 21 tracks, but then I'm gonna make it smaller after that.
Sick. Fuck yeah, bro.
That's dope.
That's amazing.
Have you performed some of those tracks already?
A couple, but not many. A lot of features. We got a lot
Oh
features.
yeah, you got those joints with Chris Calico and shit.
Chris, Snoop, fucking
Snoop.
That's amazing.
Jadakiss, fucking.
Oh, no, we got Jada. That's dope.
Yeah.
Yo, that's fire. And that's gonna be on the album?
Yeah, we got a bunch of joints with C-Lance.
Yeah, C-Lance is the boss. I love C-Lance. I've been working with C-Lance for a long time. He's a goat, man. Amazing producer. Fuck yeah. And all those other artists that you just mentioned are insane. So that's going to be a dope album.
Yeah, it's going to be good, bro.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited.
Yeah, bro.
We've been working on it for a minute.
Yeah, no doubt, man. That's huge. Is the Jadaverse fire or what? Oh, it goes hard. Yeah, that song's awesome.
Yeah.
That's sick, man.
I think we're calling the song Criminal, bro. It's pretty hard.
Yeah, no doubt. That's fucking sick, man. Yeah. That's dope, bro. That's dope. And you guys just like did how many shows on the road?
60-some in the last 7 months.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Some were local though, but like bunch on the road all over the fucking place.
Yeah, that's sick, man. What are you guys touring?
What did we tour in?
Yeah.
Basically my minivan, bro. You know, like a couple times we took other whips, but it wasn't like a tour bus or nothing. We just minivanned it in fucking hotels.
Yeah,
that's the road. Cool. That's the road warrior way, man. That's how you do it. Yeah.
When we do a Canadian tour, I want to rent like a big RV, like a family camping RV, and do a rap on it and shit. And
yeah.
Set up a little stew.
Like a fucking We're the Millers, you know, just.
Yeah. Kind of like a proper like touring bus kind of situation.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Yeah, that would be tight.
Makes most sense too, right?
Yeah, no, definitely.
That's dope. You should do like a Breaking Bad video. Like if I want to do like all these crazy videos. Like I've got all these crazy ideas.
Yeah, me too, bro.
I love how you've been on the road so much and you've managed to like get all those shows in a matter of like just this year, right? You did how many?
Like over 60.
That's insane. Because that's insane. Like I think about like I've done 12 shows this year, which will be like one show a month, and I feel like that's a lot. Like I can't imagine 60 shows in a year.
It's crazy, bro.
That's
like,
so crazy.
We did some months were like it was kind of a bit different. Like some months were like 13, 14 shows. We did a couple. So we went touring with Evil Ebenezer.
Yeah.
And then that same month we did like our own tour in the BC, right? So that was like almost 10 shows just right there. And then it was like we had a couple other shows and it's crazy. And then a couple months were a bit smaller, like 4 or 5 shows, but still like 4 shows in a month.
In a month is still a show every weekend, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like we're changing our set and trying different shit every time too. So I'm like on the computer switching around. It's like different set times and stuff, bro. It's like
definitely. It's a lot of
it's just so much rearranging. I'm like, I just want to set an hour set and just go tour it, right? That's kind of where we're at now. So.
That's where, no doubt. And it just makes it a little bit easier, especially if you're going to be on the road all the time, to have to switch it up like that. And you want to, because sometimes, especially in like if you're in the same areas, you're going to have a lot of the same crowd. So you want to give them a different experience and allow them to like actually hear something dope that they haven't necessarily heard already. So you're going to do all that, but it's a lot of work. And then especially having that many shows, holy, I can't imagine it. That's awesome, bro, that you've been hustling like that and getting it done. Like I commend you for that, because I see you. I see you out there doing your thing, bro, and I fucking love it. It's it's inspiring, bro.
No, we're all doing our thing. It's just like
100%.
keep grinding, right?
Yeah.
You've been putting out some fucking crazy tunes this year, bro.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that, bro.
The artwork's insane too. I was just like,
yeah, fucking shout out the homie Sketch for that.
Oh,
Jay Sketch, I guess.
Jay
as he
Sketch,
goes by now.
He's been on the pod. He's amazing artist as well, and a friend.
and you won that award, bro. That was so funny that we got nominated and then you won. I was like,
That's
at
so
least it's the
funny.
homie that's winning. I'm like, you.
100%, yo, and I appreciate
funny,
you
bro.
receiving that for me. And
fucking
like,
People's Choice
keeping it
winner
safe.
and nominee.
I had to go see Hazy to go grab that
Get the
coffin
award.
off him. I was like, yo, can I get that award off you? And he's like, 100%. I got received it for you. I was like, thank you so much, homie. Like,
Yes,
that was
funny.
dope. I appreciate it.
It's funny,
And
bro.
man, it was so funny because he was like, yo, are you going to the award? We're going to wear suits. And I was like, I would love to go, but I'm working, so I won't even be there. I won't be there. But I was like, whoever wins, like if I do win, can you like get it for me? And it was amazing because I didn't even know I was nominated. And then, yeah, that was really cool. It's actually was such a nice feeling to win that, bro. It felt dope.
So funny.
It
I'm
felt
like,
dope.
I got like this email and it was just like, you've been nominated for this.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this? People been voting for me. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
I was like,
Hella
and then
dope.
it's like, once I seen it, I was like, everybody go vote again. I was like, everybody. I was like, I don't know, go vote for me. I don't know what this is. Go vote. I don't know, but we can win shit.
No, motherfuckers. Yo, that shit's dope. Was it dope going to the event?
How was the event?
Let's get
It was like I felt a little out of place because it was a weird day because we were doing like our tour through BC and we had a show that night in Salmon Arm. But we also had a show that day during the day for a Junks like boat show. His Misfits on the Water, right? With Donnie Cross there. He does it annually. And we like went and did the Junk show. And then we like right after the Junk show, it was like I was like peeling off my Chris Webby jersey and like switching my hair and like getting all ready and like putting on a nice shirt. And then we went to that event and then we were like there and then we had to like do the nominee thing and like accept your award, and then we had to bounce and go to Salmon Arm and do a show. So it was like
Just a hectic
it was just
day.
like holy shit, what's going on in here? And it was like super nice and stuff. And I was just like, Strain K's like, I wonder if they're gonna let us play a song and stuff. And I was just like looking at the crowd. I'm like, I don't know. They go
this
for
isn't
our
the crowd.
music here because it's like all different kind of musicians and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? It's sweet. The city does that, right?
You
That's
know
really
what?
cool,
That's
man. That's
another
sweet.
thing that I really loved about it was I didn't even realize that the city, like the more I've got involved with what the city and also just like Canada does with their music and stuff and the arts. Like there's like the Breakout West just happened this weekend. Over the past weekend, there was like 6 venues, 60 different bands and artists, and all throughout Kelowna. Like that's so dope that you can like do like that. There's these different events, and like as an artist, you don't really realize that they're all happening. But like it's cool that they are, and you just got to look into it because there's some dope shit going on out there.
Yeah, for sure, right?
And, like,
it's like.
Yeah, and like we got recognized, right?
Yeah,
we got
yeah.
recognized
I
for
was like,
something. We
what?
didn't even know this shit existed. Like I didn't even
Me
know
and
that was a
Strain
thing.
were on the news.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we were like talking on global news.
That's sick. Fuck yeah.
I seen your guys' clip. I was like, fuck yeah. It was
funny.
good. I'm like, these boys are fucking blunted.
It would have been sweet if you were there, but
Just the only guy at the table that didn't get
No,
nominated.
you know what?
Like,
It worked out. It worked out perfect.
No, I'm
man.
just kidding.
It was dope.
I'm chilling. No, I'm stoked. Like that was sweet though. That's like motherfucker. You got a hip hop award, man.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty dope.
That's
yeah.
fire.
It was
People's
pretty dope.
Choice Award, man.
People's Choice. Yeah,
That's a good one.
I think it's a good
that's
one.
a premium.
That's a good one. Yeah,
That's the most braggable award I think you could get, man. Because
But,
the people chose you.
I'm stoked because I've never won anything like that. So that was really cool.
No, that's
you know what I
huge.
mean. So that was dope.
Fuck, I don't know if I've won. I'm sure I've won a trophy at some point.
Yeah, those are participation prizes.
You know,
Little kid softball.
Little kid softball.
Champion of the year.
I'm sure.
I am a champion.
It's fucked up. I don't have any definitive like memories. Oh, I won Best Caesar in town. That came with it.
Caesar.
That's a fucking good award to win.
I beat like 30 restaurants.
Canadian.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Bartender wins Best Caesar in town. That's that's up there.
That's
Fuck, now I need to try Caesar, bro.
Yeah.
It was
Actually,
great.
after the pod, Design's making Caesars for everyone. So
Fuck,
Oh,
I'm
shit.
down,
it's
man.
going down.
Let's tear
Caesar.
it up.
Caesarville coming up.
Yeah, man, it was the surf and turf Shangri-La, man. It had like wasabi paste in it and like crushed wasabi peas for the river and like salmon locks that would like rolled into a rose and like soy sauce and
I fuck
like
with the wasabi,
chipotle
bro.
peppers and sriracha.
So sriracha and wasabi was the spice
spicy.
to it?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was like all an
shit.
Asian twist.
Was it like hottest Caesar or best Caesar?
No, it was best Caesar. It was the best Caesar in town showdown. They had it. They had it in this bar that was like, you know, like that clam joint, like right across from City Park.
I know exactly what you're talking about. The Pacific Coast
Grill
restaurant grill there. Yeah.
So
I got the best oysters there.
Was it just like a bunch of people in there?
So
So there's a
and
bar
shit?
underneath there, and they used to have like they had a beer pong league, and then the winner went to Las Vegas. But they also held Best Caesar in Town Showdown, and for like 3 years, so they gave you like a lapel mic, and you're up there making 2 Caesars, one for the judges, one for the highest bidder in the crowd, and like Earl's is there, like
No way.
Micro is there,
Yeah.
Rods was there.
And you beat everyone.
like all these bartenders from these restaurants, and I was there representing Twisted Tomato.
Twisted
Oh,
tomatoes.
shit.
It's those tomatoes, those twisted tomatoes.
Yeah, I'd been
The
bartending for
ones
like
that-
6 months, and my boss was like, "Yo, like if you don't win this shit, like you're fired." You're like, and it was my
like
highest
life
dream to be a
dependent.
bartender. You know what I mean? It was like this is the first time I got hired for a job. I've been there. It was like of my highest importance to be a bartender. I'm like, oh, I finally made it in life.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a big deal to me. Yeah. So then I fucking came up with this crazy Caesar recipe, and I won. Yeah.
I love that.
pretty
I won. I think I won by
That's
like
actually a
I won by like
sick
a
award
half
to
point
win.
or something too. It was like tied with the guy.
Close.
The guy who came in second place was doing like gastrobiology and shit. He was like making like
Fucking-
Caesar salt sea foam fucking bubbles and shit.
What the fuck? This guy's a chemist. Just coming through.
But you still had that meta flavor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
it's all about the flavor and that Asian goodness with the
but it's
wasabi
like-
It looks
and
sick,
shit.
man, because the salmon locks, I had this chef fucking roll them into like a blooming rose, and then I put 2 toothpicks into it and put a wasabi pea in it, and then it had sweet chili sauce with like food processed wasabi peas as the rimmer, and then
Holy
it
fuck.
came out of it and it looked like a big salmon locks rose, and then you like drank it and it was all like soy saucy and fucking wasabi paste and sriracha and shit.
And it's just so good. Oh my god! Can you make me one of those? Like I
sounds
need,
I could do
I
it,
like
yeah.
need that in my life. Yeah.
I'd be happy to.
Hell yeah, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going down because you owe me because we were supposed to make music. What 2, 3, 4 times now?
I know.
We
What
haven't done-
a big shit. Yeah, what a big shithead. I'm a. I don't
No, bro,
I
you're
take
good.
full accountability. What a terrible person.
You know what? I don't even want to do music. I just want a Caesar now. So
That's true. That's true. Yeah, man. I'm like me. I'm on like a 30. I'm on a 30-day no drinking, and I'm about to
Woo,
fast for
30
7 days
days.
because I've been eating nothing
Getting jacked.
but fucking.
getting job.
Yeah, like, I'm just trying to stop the process, you know. If I keep on this, bro, I'll be like in 2 or 3 more episodes, you'll hear how fat I'll be. I'll be like,
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, so you're fasting because you're eating too many sweets?
green lights only. Or yeah, just like out of breath. No. But I mean, like, I have been eating a lot. Because I eat all day, and then my girl comes home at 1 from work, and then we get sweets every night. So I've had like 10 lava cakes.
Ooh, lava
Like,
cakes.
And I pretty much done
From
like
that
2 liters of
fucking-
Chapman's last night
Delicious place that I can't
with
find.
brownies in the microwave. Ugh.
Oh my god.
So it's been good, and I'm just fasting. Yeah, I just want to tighten
You're just
it
a
up.
fat kid. You're just your spirit animal is a fat kid.
I honestly, I was fat when I was a kid, and I don't think anything about the mentality changed. I think my body just changed.
Yeah. You're like, I
Cause
leaned out. You're like, I'm gonna eat 1,000
Man,
sweets.
I don't think I think food actually ranks highest on the things in life that I enjoy the most, like
Yeah.
above partying or above like sex, anything.
Well, if I would ask
if I
you
could just sit down
a month ago. Just kidding.
No, well, see, here's the thing. I don't.
But food, no. You know what?
if I'm in the middle of partying, it'd be hard to pull me away with a bucket of chicken. But
if I've been partying hard and then I'm like, oh, like I know I'm gonna feel like shit, right? Like the only thing that is like a glimmer of hope, and I'm not gonna like go kill myself and jump off the High Line or something, is that fact that I know I'm gonna eat some really good food. I'm like, oh,
It's a big
I'm
deal.
gonna eat this food, and I'm not gonna want to jump off into the highway. But it's just like, some good food. Like you just know, like I'm gonna have some comfort food that's just gonna make me feel so good, and that food is gonna save my life. Like legit.
I actually have a very vivid memory of just even like a month ago, like partying and then like having DoorDash bring me a pita and a fucking smoked poutine.
Yeah.
And Bro, I don't even know if I like maybe top 3 experiences of my life.
This is so good.
It was like everything I needed, man.
It saved your soul in that moment.
Yeah,
it sort of did.
Yeah, I've had a lot of experiences in life, but like, you know, I just rate them on how much my brain registered.
Dopamine. How it got
poutine,
me.
I get that with poutine lots. If I haven't ate in a long time or like after a long drive and you just get a greasy poutine.
Oh, the poutines.
Yeah.
Costco makes a fire
gravy is
poutine.
where it's
I'm going
at.
to put it out
Yeah.
there. Costco's poutine is
good.
underrated. People don't talk about it enough, but that Costco poutine
Their pizza's
is
pretty good
$1.
too, and it's
actually
cheap.
not bad. The best part is that the prices are unbeatable. $1.50 glizzies, man. Holy
They
fuck.
actually lose money on that shit.
Yeah.
It's so that people like after they spend money there, they get that and they feel like they got a real good deal. Like I've seen this big
That's
thing
actually
on it.
makes
It's like a
sense.
marketing thing. They lose money on it. Same with those chickens that are like pre-cooked at like Walmart and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
That are like
Rotisses?
$7.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a thing to like make people like associate the stores. Like we get a good deal there. Let's
We're
go.
getting a good deal.
It's like a marketing thing. I've seen this
Wow.
big thing
I was
on it.
raised
yeah.
on that
Wow,
shit.
okay,
Like
yeah.
when they
Rotisserie
used to do the
chickens?
rotisserie chicken
Oh,
and
yeah.
the macaroni salad and the baguette, bro. I was like, that was like my dinner.
Last night, me and Danny Line, because we wrote a song last night. She was like, "So what are we gonna do for dinner?" And like we were gonna do like I was gonna make her tacos. We had these elaborate plans at the start of the day, but by the end of the day, and like I had my son all day, and like we've been mobbing around town all day doing shit. I was like, I really don't want to make you tacos or do fuck all. And then she's like, well, we could just go get a rotisserie chicken. And we're like, yeah, the rotisserie chicken is fire. And it's like such an easy fix.
It's
like,
cheap,
get
too.
that,
It's
get a
like
Caesar salad,
$10.
get a wrap and make like a chicken Caesar wrap or do whatever you want with it. And it's like so good. And then when we got to the independent market there downtown, it was like, there was the fucking Chinese restaurant. We're like, fuck the chicken. We're going for Chinese. We went for the easiest, like least path of resistance. We're like, we're going to go get some Chinese.
Sometimes.
Yeah. And it was
No
good. It was
mess,
fire.
no
That
dishes.
Chinese restaurant there is actually legit.
What'd you get? Honestly, I love Chinese food.
I had the sweet and sour pork with the chicken bows. And then I had the sweet and sour pork with the rice, and then I got the chow mein. It was like the four combo, and then I had like the
chow mein's fire.
what was it? It was like a shrimp, but it was like
Vibrates.
super battered and like big. Like it was like
Tempura?
it was like it wasn't. It was like tempura, but it was like way thicker, like batter.
Lemon ginger.
Big old massive shrimps.
Yo,
Shrimp.
that's fine. I had Chinese food
Prawns.
I had
Yeah,
Chinese
pronsies,
food
man.
in fucking, oh my God, what's it called now?
The what?
Hong Kong? I had Chinese food in Hong Kong.
Went to Hong Kong.
On the floating city that
Yeah.
sunk. That big really there's like a really old Chinese building.
Yeah.
It's like a floating city, and it's like in the harbor, and it's a restaurant and theater and shit, and they got
dope.
all these like crazy statues, and I went there, and now it's sank. But
What were you doing in Hong
it's-
Kong, bro?
I actually did hip hop. I did 27 shows across Asia. So I did like,
Yeah, this was back in the day. Design went on a tour and a half.
yeah, I did like 17 through India and then 10 in the Philippines. I rocked like a couple 5,000 people crowds. Not even a couple, they were all huge fucking crowds. But yeah, I rocked 5,000 people in the city
Who are
center
you
in Danao.
touring with?
Actually, it was like my grandpa. It was actually like just like I was like going.
He
was like-
grandpa. I got so many questions. Here.
Dr.
It just keeps
Dre.
getting deeper. Here. I'm like, what?
Yeah, my grandpa's Dr. Dre.
Yeah, no. So my grandpa actually has like a healing ministry or whatever. So he's like an evangelist. So I was taking photography for him.
But at the same time, running the music stuff
And
too.
then it came up. Then it came up that so I was doing the photography for him, and then it came up that like I was rapping, and then I was rapping with
with the band.
with the live bands. So every night I was opening up this show, and I was just fucking doing me rapping.
pretty sweet.
So he's
like,
doing
and,
a
like, rapping with
design
this live
set
band.
before they would like preach the word.
Yeah.
And
So
just
it's
like-
like
and
church
just-
stuff, okay?
And just like fucking and just like losing it though, like hyping it up, just like going hard.
Yeah,
And
that's
it was
all
like,
right.
and it was like jumping into the crowd with all these people and stuff, and like and like just every time they like almost like they play like it wasn't even like they'd like fucking play like different music every
Playing
night, and
with
I
the
just fucking like hype it up
freestyle, cypher night.
freestyle building
That's
songs,
where
and
that
as I did
cypher
each
skill
show,
comes from.
Yeah, he's a straight cipher king.
I would like write like hooks and stuff, and then I would bring them in to the thing and like get people like fucking boom, like in the middle of the crowd, like going hard, and get people going like nuts. And I'd find these like hooks that were hype or like clever, and then I'd freestyle verses and like just get people going. Like I was like a fucking.
That's pretty
dope.
sweet.
I was like,
That's
I
dope.
was like just like fucking. It was really really nuts. It was crazy fucking time.
That's a sweet experience, bro.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do the Asia music, like do some music over there, and I've been talking to Emotions because he does that all the time. Like he goes there often, and like he tours around. Yeah. So that's kind of, I think in the near future that's gonna happen. Been talking about it for a minute now, but it's gonna go down. But yo, that experience that you had, like that's like, it's a once in a lifetime sometimes to like be able to go overseas like that and throw down like that. But I mean, I'm sure it's not for you. Like it'll happen again for sure.
It's so crazy actually where I was in my life when I underwent that experience and the things that I did experience and a whole bunch of things. It was like life changing on both sides. And it's like, man, I was like, yeah, there's a whole bunch of crazy shit. I actually even I literally saw like exorcisms and shit and like all the shit. But I actually and I don't believe now I believe I am the universe, right? So I believe like all of that is like so my whole belief system has changed from then and there.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's just so crazy. And then also to like have that, so like I went to like all these third world countries and shit and fucking like I almost died in India. I got fucking food poisoning for the whole time I did all the shows. I was puking blood like my second day there. They fucking this city they tried to assassinate the owner of this car because it was we were there in the middle of the elections. And they
Is this in the Philippines?
No, in India.
In India? Okay.
And they tried to assassinate the leader of this car the car dealership or whatever. And they fucking shut our whole city down for the day. And we were like, boom, like one day we traveled for 27 hours. We crossed this fucking river on like this little like boat, man, in these little Jeeps. And like I was like literally in Woka, sleeping in Woka, India, and on a fucking cement slab in a building with no like roof, and there's like dogs fucking going on. There's like, it's like up in the mountains, like went to all these crazy,
that's just the most insane experience.
Crazy places. And every night I'm just fucking doing wild fucking like freestyle improv.
So what happened to the photography? You just like, I'm not doing that. I'm just doing
I did the photography every night too. So I
took
photographies for the whole trip, and I'd like stand out in the crowd and videotape and take photographies and shit. And like, I got to like, I literally would like walk around and I met like all these people, like straight third world, like just like chilled vibe with them. Like, I wrote like, signed like all these little kids would come up to me with pieces of paper and want my autograph and shit. And so I signed like hundreds and hundreds of autographs. I chilled and vibed with all these little kids, man. Like military would be out at shows.
That's honestly my favorite shit.
Like, like touched a lot of lives, man. It was dope. And like, just like all these little kids, like just like so just so vibey and like, and like they don't use toilet paper in India and shit too. So like you fucking like, And so it's like shake with your right and wipe with your left. And then you jump. So the first time I found that out, like I jumped in the crowd and everyone's like pulling on me. And I'm like, holy fuck, I smell like shit right now, man.
I do know that India's got that it's not good with the septic systems there. It's no bueno.
I went to the Hornbill Festival. So I was in like Nagaland for like most of this.
Okay.
Which is like on the Indo-Chinese border. And it's like, it's the Neganese. I don't know if that's the right thing to say.
The Neganese.
What up, my Neganese?
But it was wild. But yeah, so like I went to the Hornbill Festival, which is like, so like there's like 17 or 18 tribes of people who live in the jungle there, and they all come together for this Hornbill Festival, and they've been at war. They're not.
So they're like
it's like they're at peace now. I think they're at peace now. Anyway, I think time has progressed a little bit. Yeah. I don't know if they're like still out there doing their old ways per se, but they all come together and like show off their cultures. And like we were shooting musket guns. They were serving dog there. Dog on.
What did dog taste like?
I was dying. Like I literally was the sickest I've ever been in my whole life, man. Like I literally was dying. So I went to this festival though, still the vibe. I'm trying to drink fucking rice beer out of fucking like these coconut cups or whatever the fuck they were. And I'm like, I'm so sick. So I couldn't eat any of the bugs like I wanted to and shit. I don't know if I would have ate dog. I would ate dog, but like I was like, I don't know if I would have ate dog then. I'd probably eat dog now. I'm still not really sure. I love dogs.
Yeah.
But my grandpa fucking took the dog on the banana leaf and he was like barking at it and shit like he made a big production out of it, yeah.
Holy.
Savage. Wow. Come from a family of psychos.
Yeah.
No, but
that makes sense.
Yeah, it was funny as fuck too. So then we were shooting the muskets and he so like right after that we were shooting muskets and the musket like blew up in his face. So like, little universal balance there, you know?
Damn, bro.
No, but yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, they had this.
Bro, this sounds like. Have you seen that show? It's like the Righteous Gemstones. It sounds like an episode of that.
Yo, that show, 100%. Yo, show is so funny, good. Bro.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Eating dog and shit.
Wow. Next thing I know, I was eating dog. I was dying. I was dehydrated.
Rice and coconuts. Rice beers.
Yo,
shit was wild, bro.
This is one of the best like podcasts, I swear, is when Design just goes off about like some experience that he's had in like some other part of the world, and he's like, I was chasing these crabs, man. They were glowing incandescent. It was like just the craziest fluorescent lights. I don't know. It's just so good. I love the tangents you on, my friend. That's amazing. Fuck it. That's so dope that you got to go and fucking do all those shows and like just have that experience, man. That's so sick.
That was wild. And doing the Philippines was really dope, man. Like the Philippines was really such a different vibe. It was so cool
for me.
Filipinos are like so like
they're like
musically
Mexicans,
inclined. Like they're like they're so nice, and so everyone's so friendly. I loved
the Philippines.
Every second I spent in the Philippines.
I really want to go there. Yeah, I really want to hit up the Philippines.
Yeah, it was
100%.
It was really cool. I really liked India too, but I just like don't eat like backstreet pakora. Like if like some sketchy guy is in a clay hut and he offers you pakora, do not eat it.
Don't do it.
I don't know if it was a clay hut. That's
you will die for.
But yeah, man. I actually did a whole bunch of cool things there.
So Hazy, are you gonna tour? You got the new album coming out. What is your plan? You're gonna do your own tour next year?
Yeah, that's the plan as of now. Shit always changes. I hate saying plans and making them concrete because it just like sets it up.
I'm the same way. I don't like to do that.
The plan is release a bunch of music. We're gonna release album. We're gonna drop I think it's like 8 songs within a month, and then we're dialing it back to like 1 every Friday for. I don't know how many weeks. It's like 15 weeks or something after that. And then the plan is just like keep releasing music, book a Canadian tour independently.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I love that. And if you need someone to feature on it, I got you. I got your back.
Hell yeah. There's going to be definitely room. Like I said, I want to get like a big RV, and there's going to be room for a couple artists, like 5-6 guys. And fucking just do it. The idea is just like do a rip around BC, Alberta, the island, and then I want to fly all the way to PEI, do a show there, and then work our way back with an RV.
I got
dope.
I got like already something for the beginning of this like next year coming up.
Sick.
So I'll be doing like a little BC Alberta tour, just like myself and a couple other acts.
Yeah.
And then other than that, like I don't really have anything else planned.
Yeah. I'm thinking like. I want to do it when the weather's nice, of course. I don't want to start it and be fighting roads and stuff.
Yeah,
so we might do a couple shows, and then it'll be like boom, 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 boom.
And just let it rip, yeah.
Midsummer, July, August, something like that is the goal, man. I'm excited.
That's what's up. I love it.
That's what I've been working towards, and like just building contacts. I got a few good buddies down in Ontario that I toured out here, the Lost Cause Boys. They got Ontario
those guys are dope.
Pretty good too. They're pretty dope.
They're pretty sick cats. Yeah.
So probably link up with them for a bunch of the shows.
Definitely.
And I got some buddies
Gotta do it.
and stuff. So.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, I was gonna say, so you and Strain K, you guys are like a duo, but you obviously release music independently as well.
100%.
And how did that come about? When did you and Strain K start making music together?
Well, basically, when I moved from Alberta, like 12 years ago, I moved out here in with my cousin for like a fresh start. So I broke up with my ex and shit in Alberta, and all my friends were like getting into hard drugs and shit. I'm like, fuck this. I'm going where the weed is. They got better weed there. So my cousin's like, come out here. So I came out here, and then I like, he was like buddies with Strain for like ever before like I even came out here. So that's how I met him. And then he's like, oh, you do music, I do music too, and I also do tattoos. And then I like mixed some shit for him for an album that like never came out. It's called Baller's Tale.
Yeah.
And we did a couple songs together, and he did a bunch of like tattoo art for me and stuff. And then we just like hit it off. We were making music on and off. And I released a different album through a different name.
Yeah.
And and then that didn't like it. I didn't know how to promote it, market it. It was kind of like when the internet was just starting to get popping and Facebook and stuff. And I just like didn't have like the drive for it. And we always wanted to make a whole bunch of music, but then I ended up like long and the short, I end up coming to Kelowna because my wife wanted to do massage therapy school. And I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do in Kelowna, right? And she's like, well, why don't you go back to school for something? And I'm like, what would I go to school for? And then it was either her or mom was like, you should take audio engineering. And I like looked into it. I'm like, yo, let's fucking go. I'm like, it says I get time in the studio. I'm like, let's go. So I did that. And then it just kind of really helped me like get to where I wanted with my music.
Did you go to Cato?
Yeah, exactly.
Word. Yeah, I did Cato as well. Yeah.
Sweet, bro. Yeah, it was a good program.
Fuck, I went to the OC.
And
I have a few friends that did the OC too. No, it's all good.
Well, and then when I got out of school, I just started making music, and Strain he was like always back and forth, like hanging out, but we'd never have like the time to actually like do a project.
Yeah.
And he ended up actually like selling with his ex. He had a house and they sold it, and she went remortgaged and like bought him out. So he got a payout, and he's like, bro, if I like pay your bills, how can we make music like 16 hours a day? And he's like, how can we make this work? He's like, you know what to do. And he's like, we've always wanted to do this. This is now, let's do it. And I'm like, bro, like my wife and me just had a baby. We just had our son. And I'm like, let's do it. I was like, so we did it, and it was crazy. My wife almost fucking left me a couple times because it was just like we'd be gone like 16 hours. It'd be like, well, we'd be gone 10 hours working, then we'd be like shooting a video and be like gone like 16, 20 hours. And she's like at home with the baby. So
like, what the hell? Appreciate
her.
Yeah, definitely. Shout outs to her.
But yeah, so we did that for like a year and a half, just fucking hammered, started stocking shit in the vault, and then we just started dropping stuff. And it was like kind of happened during COVID. So we did a couple of shows like during COVID when they first opened up the mass, like that one summer. It was like everything's wide open. We did like a show on the boat with Robbie G. And we're like, sweet, we're gonna start doing live shows and our music's coming out, and then it was like boom, they like shut everything down again, and we're like, so we were like kind of butthurt. We're like, they're never gonna open everything up. It was like we had that attitude for a minute, right?
Yeah, I think everyone kind of got a bit of that attitude. A bit.
But then it just kind of worked out. Like right when COVID opened up, it was like we just started taking opportunities, and we had just dropped a bunch of music, and we just like started hammering shows, and like didn't really stop. Like I slowed down this last like month, but ever since it's just been like,
I see you doing shows like
crazy,
between you and Robbie G. Like you guys are the guys doing the most amount of shows I think ever. Like you guys just constantly.
Yeah, Robbie does a lot.
Robbie does a lot. He does a shit ton of shows too, and then just like. Yeah, no, it's good though, man. It's good for you to get out there and like get the name out there.
I love it, man. I love meeting people, making friends. I love like sharing music. I love being on stage, jumping around, yelling on the mic and stuff. Yeah. I'm like actually surprised how many people like it. I'm like, never thought we'd get here. It's like I'm having fun. Yeah, fun.
Hell yeah, I love that. Yeah, no, it's so much fun. Honestly, being on stage and doing your art and people resonating with it is the best feeling on earth. Yeah, I don't think there's a better feeling, man.
For sure. And it's just like it's like a natural high. Like when there's like a big crowd, like every DAX show we've done is just the crowd's been phenomenal. Like fucking 400 people. The DAX shows.
I was gonna ask you about those.
And yeah, it's just.
Did you do a few of those? Or?
Yeah, we've done 2, and fucking and like we've done other shows that are wild too. But the DAX shows just seem so wild, and it's like when you get out on stage and there's like 400 people, and you're just like make some noise. They're all making noise. It's like it's like a rush, bro. It's like it's like a drug, bro.
Yo,
it's like,
for real, yeah.
It's like you want that, and it's like the next show. It's like there's only 100 people. You're like. It's like you only get 2 hits of the joint. You're like, I want to smoke the blood. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I'm blessed. Like I'll do shows for fucking 15 people, 10 people, and just feel just as blessed. But it's like when there's those bigger numbers, it's like a hit of like
it does. It hits a little differently. Yeah, for sure.
I love that. Like you always when you can see that the crowd's connected with you. That's like my jam.
Because I'm such a big empath, I just feel the energy of excitement, and it just like raises my adrenaline up. You know what I mean?
Let's
go.
Effervescent vampire, man. No, man, I feel that. Like that's like. But yeah, when the moment where it's just like you and the crowd, you guys are just like you got them. You know what I mean? You like you can say, you know, I can say or do anything.
Yeah.
Shit's dope. Yeah, I love that, man. It's just like it's dope to be in the kill.
Next time you're locked in, tell them come to the Cypher on Wednesday.
Wednesday Cypher. I told some of those young MCs that are from around the area about it, and then apparently one of the kids is like, blew up my phone, and I was like, man, you can't do that. Like, he's like, I'm at the Cypher, bro. I'm like, dude, it's 6 p.m. Like, I sent you a flyer saying that there's a Cypher tonight, but he like rolled up with his like dad or something, and like at 6. I was like, bro, I don't think it starts till 9. He's like, I'm ready to perform. I was like, what? It's so funny. I had to laugh. I was like, oh, these young guys. But you know what?
Good though. It's a good spot for them to like try out, get on the mic.
That's why I mentioned it to them, and I was like, I like to see like the young artists that like, you know, just they're so eager and they want to be a part of like what's going on, and we're like the OGs now, right? So we gotta facilitate that for them, and I find that you do that a lot in a big way, and that's dope.
I really try to, cause like where I grew up, it was like there was nothing like that going on, right? I started DJing and had a couple buddies that kind of got me into it, but there was nothing ever like that. It was just
far and few between.
Yeah, and it's like to get opportunities to like learn and get that experience, I like had to do it like on my own, and it was like, you know what I mean? Not everybody's gonna be like go up to a bar manager and be like, yo, can we perform here? Like, we'll perform for free and I'll bring this. And it was like investing money, right? So yeah, a lot of people won't do that, but I loved shit so much. I was DJing since I was like 17, and then in Alberta, I lived in Alberta, so I could get in at 18, and then I was just like, I remember DJing like right before they changed the smoking law, so it was like, I turned 18 in Alberta, I was like in Sharks DJing for like till December, and then January 1st you couldn't smoke in there anymore, so the bar was like rocking busy, and then come January, man, it was like for a while like the bars just died right out because people were like, if I can't smoke in the fucking bar in this winter time, I'm just gonna buy like cheap drinks at home and smoke in my house, right? It was like a big thing, but like now when I think about it, how gross it used to be is like just cigarette butts everywhere and burns and like in your beer.
I remember that. I remember how they used to like segregate like the restaurant and it'd be like the smoking area section. That smoking section, and then the non-smoking. It's like, doesn't fucking matter. Like,
but you're at the same time, building. It's kind of dope too. Like if you're in there drinking and smoking.
I think that there should be gentlemen's lounges where you like are allowed. Like you know, like hookah lounges. There should be there should be some venues where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna come drink like hard liquor, like some bourbon, and I'm gonna fucking have a cigar and or have some smokes or have a blunt, and it should be indoors, and they should have that.
It's nice to smoke inside.
I feel like an arcade that you could drink at and like fucking buy like weed edibles and like smoke weed and shit in. That was like 19 plus would do kills with like pool tables.
There's a weed arcade in town right now.
What?
Yeah, in the back of Hem City. And the games are free.
How big is it though? I've never been there.
There's like, they got Gauntlet Legends.
Yeah, they got a bunch of shit there.
It's actually funny.
It's actually pretty
I was just there the other day.
You should take design, show them.
And somebody gave me Chonga.
It's so funny because
Chonga that you smoking with the joint. Yeah. I smoke some.
Somebody gave me a joint.
What does that do? What is Chonga?
It's like DMT
mixed with. It's DMT mixed with other things.
Let's go. I'm down.
Wow.
I don't even know if you can say this on the internet, but I just like. Oh yeah. So this guy. Remember when I came to your hip hop show? So I came there and I was like chilling, and not only did I have a really dope time doing that first night cypher, but this guy that came to one of my very first hip hop show at Habitat B3 and spray painted in the hallway, and like fucking I used to have graffiti artists at the event that I was running. It was like the first night, and he spray painted all in the hallway and ruined it for everyone. But he still comes to hip hop shows, and I saw him there, and then he gave me a fucking website to get fucking pure DMT. The yellow stuff, like delivered to your door.
The good.
There's a few websites like
there's a few good
LSD ones. And shrooms.
You can get some good shit. Yeah,
I'm just excited.
They get like, and you get the little list. You get like they have like apps. Some of them have apps. You get like the list of like all the stuff they have available and shit. The prices. You're like, oh, sick.
Delivered to your door.
If I walk in here next time and I've got a third eye and I'm floating 3 inches off the ground, you know
what the deal is.
I smoked all the DMT.
You on that DMT trip.
That's a good time.
It's funny that you were saying like how you like back in because it was in Calgary, right? Where there wasn't like
where I grew up in Alberta.
Or in Alberta, I thought there wasn't as much of a scene, and you kind of had to create that for yourself. That was like kind of design, and I in the Okanagan as well. Like there was a small scene, but it's like the same thing. Like I remember just being like, I just want to open mic and like figure out like how I could do it. And so like I had to like create I had to create the venues, create the things that design did the B3s. I remember my first rap battle was at like the Club Med, which is like the Liquid Zoo. And I had to rap battle for my first studio time. I was 16. My mom had to like take me there to get, so I could get in because I was underage, right? And shit. So it's like, that whole scene of like it was kind of here but not really, and it's like it's evolved over the years, and it's really dope to see where it's at now, and with like the different artists that we have, like yourself and Strain and Design and myself and all these other Tion Gibbs, like all these other fucking amazing other artists that are all Okanagan based and that are killing it. It's just it's like we have a really healthy scene now, and it's because we all like stuck to our guns and stayed in the scene and did our thing. So I commend you for doing your thing, and I think it's dope. And you as well.
I just love doing it. Right? It's not going on. Let's get it going. Let's do something.
Your fucking thing, man. That's what's up.
I love that, man. It's like when there always needs to be people getting it going.
That's right.
100%. Right. Like,
what are you doing November 4th?
November 3rd, I'm in Vernon. I don't know what's going on November 4th, man.
I don't know. Want to do a D. Lopez show or what?
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Design? You down?
I'm there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah,
That's a Saturday.
Is that what you hit me up on?
Yeah, I'm going to hit you up for I wanted to hit you up for it.
I thought you already did.
I got DJ Pulse on the decks.
I'll bring some new music.
It'll be like,
I'm down.
You guys.
Where is it in town?
It's Snacks. Yeah, well,
Snacks is kills. I like his
Snacks.
vibe, bro.
Yeah, we'll get Snacks there. We'll get you guys, you and Strain.
He is cool.
We'll get fucking Design on it, and then let's pick up a couple like dope openers for us, and then that'll be it.
Yeah, there's a lot of rappers coming up out of the Okanagan and a lot of artists. Like, if you actually look at it, it's like the Okanagan and like Lower Mainland produces a lot of like the heat.
In Canada. Yeah, 100%.
Like,
you guys are playing some banger local music.
No, I'm not saying like I'm heat, but in general, like a lot of it comes up for me. I don't know what that is. If it's like they got special minerals in the mountains that got everybody vibing or what.
But for real,
the West Coast, and then like I think Winnipeg, like Manitoba, makes some good music.
We do have a lot of amazing artists that have just come out of this area in general, just like even in the EDM scenes and like the country music scene, all overall, like we do have like a good vibe for like being creative and like having like dope music.
I also think like maybe COVID had part of it too, when everybody's locked up. Everybody's like, "Yo, I'm gonna do all my music right now," and then it's like everything opens up, and everybody's like, "I got new tunes."
I 100%.
I think
like,
COVID
made my album during COVID.
And for a musician, kinda.
COVID was really good for me. Is all I know.
Like, but if you were
musically, I did so much.
Actually, my life improved almost in every way.
Right, but some people that were like, especially like if you were a well-situated artist before COVID, and then you like got dialed back for COVID, it still like sucked, but it's like to the stew, I'm sure. Like all of them did it. But if you were like, if like I was at the point where I'm at now and then COVID hit, like I know a couple guys that were like just starting to go, and then COVID hit, and then it's like after COVID, it's just like trying to get going was brutal, like, for some people, right?
It was a bit brutal. I'm not gonna lie, even for me, like
because you were going really good before COVID,
right? Before COVID,
not saying that you're not now, but it's like
I was.
It's like it kind of just like kills that traction.
Well, I think it did a bit. I stayed super creative during the whole COVID thing too. I remember just wearing masks in the studio all the time. I stayed just recording and stuff. I think what happened with me is I had a kid, and then I think that slowed down a lot of like the like live show stuff I would normally would have been doing and stuff. But it's like, that's I think what slowed things down the most. But it's still being super creative. It's just taking me longer to get projects out. But I rather like it take longer and put out something I'm really proud of, as opposed to like just releasing a bunch of shit that I'm like, oh, this is kind of super mediocre.
Just to get music out.
Just to get music out, yeah. So that's where I'm at with it too. And I do feel like everything I'm releasing is bigger bodies of work. So that's why the tour is gonna have to wait till next year, right? And if you're gonna go on a tour, I have no problem like joining other artists and helping them out along the way as they help me out along the way.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like that's what we have in this community that we created.
What it needs to be.
There's a lot of love.
You know what I mean? That's what it needs to be. It takes a village, right?
Oh, it does.
To make shit happen, right?
100%.
So it's like, I mean, you can just like try and do everything yourself, but if it's like you're never gonna like help anyone or take help from anybody, it's like, I really think you'd only get so far with even really good music. You know what I mean? It's like, it at least takes people being like, yo, check buddy's shit out and share it. But
word of mouth is like the biggest marketing tool in the world. Like the word of mouth, it's like, oh yeah, this homie, not only is this homie's music super illin', but it's like, this is a dope cat. Like, yo, have you met Design? Have you met Hazy? They're fucking awesome people. Like, check them out and then check out their tunes, and people are like, oh wow, that's
you want to get
amazing.
it to the point where it's like people are like, yo, this is my buddy design, or like I met this guy design, check out his music, where people are like showing your music to other people, not just like streaming it themselves. You want people like being like, check
excited about what you're releasing, and then wanting to show the people around them is what creates like that buzz. And then that word of mouth is like I said, it's like the most powerful tool. So it's like having this community that we have right now, I think is so amazing, because we all are like literally doing our thing at like, I think a really high degree, right? So, so with all of us, like it's a combined effort of everyone, which makes our scene super fucking strong. And that's why it's like, I love that you're like, hey man, you want to come do a little featured set at the Cypher? I'm like, fuck yeah.
The Cyphers are fun.
I'm so game. Yeah. I know. And you know what? Like I got to get into the Cyphers more, because like my freestyle game ain't there. I can't wait to get it and raise it up, you know?
Build them up and turn them into like rap battles. So
bring in like the Okanagan, like what's it called? King of the Dot Okanagan edition.
Yeah, something like that, man. That's what I'm thinking. But you know what I mean? You gotta like warm up the waters first. You'd be like rap battle. People be like, I'm not going that day. I don't want to get beat.
Yeah, I don't want to go rap battle.
They do Cypher a bit. They're like, I got this.
Wait, did they make rap battles? Doing battles?
Rap battle? Huh?
Big Valley battles?
I don't know.
There was a rap battle. There was a rap battle.
Buddy from Mary Jane's, right? I think he like manages a Mary Jane store.
No, it used to be. I think it passed ownership over.
I have no idea.
A couple. Oh yeah,
I was never
Mary
a part
Jane's,
of that.
probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm not.
I forget his name. He's come to some of the gem shows. I went and gave him free tickets. And he's like, that was sweet.
He's a rapper. I'm fucking totally blanking on his name too. I feel like a dickhead now.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah,
it's that joint we smoked.
It'll get you every time.
The weed, yeah, it's that guy for sure. But you seem confident, and I'm confident.
Did you do some battles in that design? Did you ever end up doing some battles?
I did one battle.
Yeah, how'd it go?
I won.
You won it?
I won, yeah. I did win. It wasn't great.
It wasn't great? No, that's fair.
I forgot some shit in the third round, a little bit in a couple spots, but I killed it. I had good bars and stuff. I just wasn't like, it was like,
it's different, hey?
Probably 8 years ago. I've really just, like, I don't know. I've really blossomed as an artist over time into whatever I am now, and I really like who I am now. So like comparatively, I just wasn't that. Like I wasn't that creature then. I still won, and I still had the makings, but I wasn't like.
Would you battle now?
It's just like, it's not like my jam, because it's like, you know, like you're intentionally trying to like fuck this dude up with your words, and like I just like I don't like the whole like spirit of like researching your partner to be hateful to like really. I think it's clever as an art. And I think it's like I do think it's beautiful, but like it's negative, you know.
I think the clever ways that the guys do it nowadays too, and then like they do like the sweet battles where they're like complimenting you, and then like making you look like a little sweetheart, and then it's like kind of like it's dope because they're like it's like poking fun at you at the same time. I don't know. I think it's really clever that when they do shit like that, and I do like respect the battle rap. I respect it a fuck ton. I think it's amazing. Yeah. Like, you know,
I think it's like kind of gladiatorial. You know what I mean? It's like such like
it's not my
combative sport.
It's not my cup of tea either. Like I like to make just songs. Like I like to make come up with a concept and then like massage like the words into like a beat that's like, okay, like this is like hits in a way that I'm really conveying kind of like how I'm feeling or what the vibe I'm trying to put out or getting whatever. Yeah, exactly. Or just creating something hype that's like energetic that people are like, fuck, that's really cool. Like I that's like more my jam as opposed to like I want to write about someone, and like I just don't feel I don't have enough time to deal with all the shit I have to deal with in a day. So to study someone else, I'd find that exhausting. I could never do it.
Bro,
like,
fair enough.
I'd rather study humanity and like the way people operate and like behaviors and like that are in real life situations, and like just see like a crowd and like read like how human dynamics works, as opposed to like fucking try and dissect some fucking guy that I probably don't really give a shit about's life and then battle him. You know?
Yeah, see, I just like it for the culture. Like I feel like I feel that though. Like I really love just sitting in the stew, making music. But a big part of me with doing the Cypher nights too is like I want to like bring something different, and then part of me like doing it and being there, I just want to like grow myself as an artist, get better at freestyling, get better at battling, and because ultimately I want to set it up because people are throwing beats to me left, right, and center. I make my own beats too a lot, but it's like if I can just get to the point where I can like easily, because I make some of my songs I'll like freestyle and I'll like chop them up and like just come
That's
up
a
with
fucking
ideas
cool
that
way
way.
to, cool way to write, man.
And I just
write
want to
like that.
really get into that workflow and get better and better at it, so that it's like I just throw in a beat and I'm feeling this beat. I like boom, couple takes, and it's like then I can like cut it up, you know, make a few adjustments, and it's like a fucking whole song. And I want to get into that workflow because I feel like you can like bang out music like crazy,
no doubt.
and like you get good. It's quality music too.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it's like doing that every week and like rapping in between. It just like, it all just helps grow. And I just feel like the battle part, like I felt the same way when I was first thinking about the cypher and stuff. And I'm like the negative thing and I'm battle, but I really feel like it's part of the culture and with the right people.
Yeah.
It's like all for fun, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I feel like when I'd be battling, I'd be more like making fun of someone like that's like funny, but not like actually like trying to like cut their fucking heart out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fair
but
enough.
I mean, it can get rough in there, I'm sure, too, right?
I know.
Quick.
No doubt. You know what? I think it's amazing, and I'm excited because I'm gonna definitely be at the next cipher when I'm home. If I'm available, you know, I'll be there.
Yeah,
I'll fucking pump for
Wednesday
it.
night, fun. It's just something to do in the middle of the week that's like different, right?
Well, what's up in your homie's face? Fuck this little bitch.
Bro, I know went hard on Prime Flex last week, dude.
Oh, yeah. He roasted him. Fuck, well, I'm glad you can get knocked the fuck out. That was actually hard body. They should have battled. That should have been a battle.
I thought it was going to happen.
That should have been a battle. That would have been sick. If that had turned into a battle, that would have been lit. Just gets the fuck. Give me the mic, motherfucker.
Just goes off.
Bring that. Yo, that would have been. It would have been sick.
That would have been crazy.
Just put some on wax. That would have been cool. There's not enough of that.
Yeah.
I like hip hop beef. That's fun.
Yeah, Ginger makes a lot of those beats he plays too.
Yeah,
they're pretty good.
Actually,
bro.
I'm gonna tell him to
that
send me
one
a
beat,
pack.
man. That one beat where I was just fucking snapping my shit off was so good.
Yeah, he's got crazy beats.
I didn't even know that was a
so-
drum and bass beat, but it was just like all I heard was just like.
Yeah, the drum and bass is hard to do.
Drum and bass is dope to rap
But
on
if you
too.
can get locked in, you're like, once you're locked
Give it
in,
up,
it's
give it
like,
up, give it up, let's go. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
sweet. But it's like, sometimes it's hard to just.
No, for sure. The drum and bass is super fun to rap to. I used to back in the day when I used to like rap at like DJ sets and like all the time when I was like more into EDM. And so that's like was mainly what I would do. I didn't even have like an album out or anything at the time. And I would just like go and hit up like homies that DJ'd and they'd be like, hey, come rap on my set. And they just like get me to like be like their hype man / like rapper guy, MC dude who would just go out there and like I do like their whole fucking hour set, you know, and it'd be just be going, just freestyling the whole thing. That's back in the day I used to actually know how to freestyle. And it was like a fun time. Yeah. So no,
it's just like getting into it and
gotta get into it with the
working
cypher.
the brain, bro.
I live for the freestyle.
It's
The
so
freestyle
good.
is like my happy place.
That is
I know,
it's
I try and
get in that
freestyle
flow
around the
state.
house.
The flow
It's
state
like
is so
all day
good.
I'm like doing the dishes. I'm like, I can do the dishes. I don't need a bitch to do my dishes. Like going off and shit.
Hell yeah. I love it. Yo, we're coming up on an hour here. So Hazy, where can everyone find your music?
Like Austin Powers.
Tell me how people can find you.
HazyMadeMusic.com, at HazyMade Music on all platforms. You can check me out on Facebook. I got a couple accounts on Facebook. You can check out Made Hazy. Don't send me a friend request. It's full. But you can follow me. You can go on to HazyMade on Facebook. But yeah, it's just HazyMade anywhere. You can find the homie Strain K. I just want to say thanks to everyone for having me on here.
Of course, man. Thanks for being here, brother.
We'll smoke another one after.
Let's do it.
Let's get
I
it.
like your sober October. It's like, still smoke weed though.
And mushrooms. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, fuck, sounds like a great October. It's like nothing would change for me.
That's perfect. I love it. All right, boys. Much love.
All right, much love.
Peace.
Peace out, boys.
Green lights only. Green lights only. Green lights only. Green lights only. Green lights only.